Hi, this is Kerry Valentine again, and this is the last of our three videos to orient you to online MBA 580 Executive Leadership at the Baker University School of Professional and Graduate Studies. This last video of the series is going to talk about we're going to talk about how the assignments and content are displayed inside the portal, and due dates and how all those different things work. And if you're at the course homepage, again, if you see this item here that I'm trying to highlight, hello, yeah, first break all the rules. That tells you that you're at the course homepage. That's of course an image of the main text that we're using for this class, and subsidy to a couple of other items, the Executive Leadership Handbook for this class, and the influence and gaining commitment leadership assessment that you're going to be doing. But whenever you see that, you know you're at the course homepage. So scroll on down here. Here's those other resources we talked about in the prior videos, but where I want you to end up at here is this May 3rd, May 9th area here. That's the first week of class. And specifically, when you read here, you're going to see two different types of assignments. Week 1's individual assignments, and down here, Week 1's learning team assignments. Now, when you look at this at the beginning, you're going to say, wow, this is this is a lot of work. Am I really going to have to do this much work in the first week? Well, let me just make sure everybody is comforted in knowing no. What you have here is the reading assignments, which is number 1 and 2. 3, there's a reading assignment as well. 4, there's a participation in the forum. You're going to have that every week. But down here, for example, this complete leadership self-assessment summary. Well, notice over here, this is not due, that's why I put this in bold, until week 2, 5/12 of 2010. So just because an assignment is given in a certain week doesn't mean it's due in a certain week. It's the same thing with this leadership development plan. That's your big term assignment that is due in week 6 here, as it says here in bold. Why do I do this? Why do I put these things out? I did the same thing, as you can tell down here, with the complete the learning team assignment. It's actually due, the first one is due in week 3. It's because what I found is that if students are not thinking about these items from the beginning of class, and they're not necessarily pacing themselves to have these things complete while they're trying to do the other assignments, they're gonna run into a situation where they're going to be at the last minute trying to get a high volume of work in. My goal here is to pace things out and to make you aware of assignments that are coming up, and remind you of how everything is oriented towards that, so that you can just simply get all the work done. A 6-week graduate asynchronously delivered online class is a lot of work. There's no way around it. For accreditation, for school standards, there's a lot of work here to do, and my goal is to figure out ways to try to pace this in such a way where it's mostly going to help you to be as successful as possible. And success usually in education and academia is getting the best grade, the highest grade possible. So that's why it's presented this way. You'll also notice it in the syllabus. If you look at the course schedule here in the syllabus that I'll bring up on my screen, you'll also see that there's the class schedule, and you look over here and assignments are given right here, and there you go. There's the due dates that are over here in bold as well. And so please pay attention to those different items. If you do, I think you'll end up having less stress. Another reason why I do things this way is because it makes the grade book work better that's here in the online portal, and so it's a little easier for students to interpret their grades, and for me to keep up with that stuff as well. So anyway, that's the reason for that little wrinkle. That's the thing that I probably wanted you to be most aware by this video tutorial series. And hey, look forward to having an individual series of exchanges with everyone in class, not just team or forum things. I like to talk to people over the phone. I like to talk to them one-on-one through email. Either way, I hope to get to know you all. Have a great class.